Okay, greetings everybody. I am here with my man, Patrick East, the CEO of Not Being a Virgin, and today we are going to be doing a tier list of gaming consoles. Let me just adjust something really quick.
Oh boy, here we go.
Go like this.
Yeah,
Okay.
I swear Justin gonna be there too.
Yeah,
Or
probably. He's probably gonna show up and be like, "Hey guys, are we doing a podcast?" It's like, don't get the fuck out of here. um, okay.
like Johnny. Oh, Johnny.
Yeah, he's gonna come here just roasting Johnny.
Yeah,
Um,
like I don't know what the problem sometimes.
yeah. So, so okay, wait. There's this one. Okay. So first we're just gonna get this straight out of the way. The gift from God itself, the KF console. Where would you put this one, Patrice?
The S tier, the top.
The S tier, most definitely. Let me just put these here.
Nothing better than KFC
Hell yeah. And
and game
gaming,
together.
bro. Okay, I'll just put these. We can edit it so there isn't like long ass gaps when I'm trying to fucking place them because it takes forever. um,
It's then it's then I bet like if we get the KFC console, dude, I swear
that'd be
I
fucking
would.
dope.
Yeah, I would most likely eat all the chicken.
I wonder I wonder how much they are. Um, so obviously it's KFC. You combine KFC with gaming. I mean there's pretty much that's a match made in heaven, right there. I personally I haven't owned one, but I can already tell that it's an S tier just by the entire premise of it. I really want one. I don't know where to get one. They're not on Amazon, at least right now. But if I ever find one, you better bet your tits that I'm buying that shit. So the next
Boy.
one though is the original PlayStation One. Um, what are your thoughts on like the original PlayStation? And if you don't know any of these, like if you don't really have an opinion, we can just put it off to the side. But the
Uh,
PlayStation One, where would you put that?
Well, the PlayStation 1 is, of course, the classic.
Mm-hmm.
But even though we still have these controllers instead of the sticks,
Yeah.
we just have to press some buttons like how the NES
Mm-hmm.
and Super Nintendo or the Super Nintendo were.
Yeah. So what tier would you locate this in?
Since it's the first one that started the the PlayStation 4 and the PlayStation 5, I would most likely put it in a B tier
B tier. Got you. Let's see here.
since it started it all, the PlayStation.
Yeah. Me. I have to think. PlayStation One. Yeah, honestly, I'd have to agree with that. That's the classic one. It came out a long time ago, at least relative to right now. And I mean, that kicked off the entire franchise. I feel like there are some better ones in the PlayStation franchise, but overall, yeah, I'd have to agree with that one. Then we have the PlayStation 2. What are your thoughts on the PlayStation 2?
The PlayStation 2, of course, it will most likely be in the B tier,
Got you.
even though it's still a classic.
Yeah.
It's basically like part of the evolution of the PlayStation.
Mhm. Yeah. I'd have to put my PlayStation 2. I'd probably have to put mine in the A tier. For me, at least, the PlayStation 2 kind of like took the stuff that the PS1 brought to the table, and then it came with a lot more games, a lot more classic games that people still remember to this day. Um, Whereas if you compare it to the original Xbox that came around the same time, nobody gives a fuck about that anymore. Like nobody gives a single shit about the original Xbox. And the PS2 kind of came around the same time, maybe a little later, and everyone now can still remember this. It's a very loved classic console. That one's one that I really love. Probably, I don't know if I could say it's my favorite PlayStation console, but it's probably one of my favorite consoles from like back then in the old days of classic gaming. But now we have the PlayStation 3. This was the first installment of the PlayStation, of Sony and the PlayStation, kind of going into the HD universe. I don't know if you'd really call it HD because it was more like 720p kind of HD. But me personally, I don't know about Patrice. I'd have to put this in the E tier because that shit is garbage, at least in my opinion. Yeah, so like if you go back like this, the PlayStation 3 for me is a piece of dog shit. Especially when you compare it to things like the Xbox 360, which came out at the exact same time. Not the exact same time, but like pretty close. The graphics were the worst of any that came out of that generation of consoles. You really, I mean, that's pretty much all there is to it. Like there really just wasn't anything impressive about it. It was just, it kind of, I will give it the credit that it was like one of the first HD gaming consoles, and a lot of people may disagree with me on this opinion too. A lot of people will be like, "What the fuck, bro? What's wrong with you?" But yeah, that's probably where I put that. Where would you put the PlayStation 3, Patrice?
I would most likely put in the B tier because it's part of the PlayStation evolution.
Yeah, a lot of people, there's a lot of love for the PlayStation franchise out there, definitely. Let me see. So next we got the PS4. PlayStation 4 was the first full HD console, because you got the PlayStation 3, which was technically, it was HD, but it wasn't like up there with the full HD. But PlayStation 4 was where the full HD came in. This one I would probably have to put in the A tier with the PS2. Love that one. I never owned one, but I've been to a lot of people's houses who have owned one. And overall, they're just really good console. A lot of good games. You could play GTA on there. You could play a lot of good stuff on there. A lot of new, like, really big games. It kind of like broke a lot of boundaries for gaming. At least boundaries that were set back then. So where would you include the PS4?
The PlayStation 4 would most likely, like you said, it would most likely be in the A tier.
Gotcha.
I gotta say.
Yeah,
because
Patrice.
at least the PlayStation 4 really improved so much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Patrice actually has a PS4. I do not, because I'm a fucking homeless person. But so after this PS4, we go into kind of the 4K range of quality with the PS5. Yeah. So what are your thoughts on the PS5? Oh no. Are you about to shit on the PS5?
No. Even though I don't even care about the PS5.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like there's a lot of things you can spend your $500 other than a PS5.
Yeah.
To be honest, sometimes.
Yeah. So what tier would you place that in?
I guess even though the PS5 looks pretty cool.
Yeah.
I will most likely put it in a B tier, of course.
B tier, gotcha. Okay, putting this here takes fucking forever. Okay. Yeah, I'd have to place the PS5. I mean, the PS5, like, literally just like molested the colon out of the Xbox Series X.
Yeah.
They came out at the same time, and the PS5 just fucking smacked that bitch out of the water at full force. Yeah. So while they don't, well, if I were to pick between the PS4 and the PS5, I would probably pick the PS4 mostly because I can still play games I like, and it's still pretty much affordable. I would have to pick the PS4, but at the same time, the PS5, you got 4K, you got a lot of new games, like I guess there's Entitled, or not Enlisted. I mean, I would probably put the PS5. It's hard to pick because as far as like I enjoy the console itself, I'd probably have to put it in the C tier. But at the same time, it does break a lot of like gaming boundaries and stuff. It's a pretty groundbreaking console. So I guess I'll just put that in the B tier. Um, so now we're moving out of the Sony PlayStation range, and we're going into the Xbox series. Hold on,
Oh boy.
I'm about to fucking
Here.
burp like a motherfucker. Come out, motherfucker! God damn it! Okay. Anyways, so then we got the Xbox, the original Xbox, the fucking the fucking Bessie of consoles. Where would you put the original Xbox?
Even though I blame Microsoft for ruining Rare, a gaming company that makes Banjo Kazooie, Conquer,
Yeah.
etc. I will most likely put the Xbox on the B tier, of course, because I mean it's kind of like the PlayStation One, but
Mhm.
slightly different,
Yeah. Let me just
and
fucking.
it's basically part of the Xbox evolution.
Mhm. Yeah. I would probably put it in the C tier. A lot of good games and stuff, but it wasn't fucking flip to the right side. It wasn't like the most amazing thing in the world to me though. Um, I definitely liked a lot of the games that came with it, but the PlayStation One and the PlayStation Two came out around that time, and when you compare it to that, it's like, is it really that all that good? So yeah, that's probably where I'd put that one. Um, don't worry, we're not just focusing on Xboxes and PlayStations in this one. We got a lot other ones. We got some of Sega's consoles. We got some of Nintendo's consoles. Other miscellaneous shit. So then here we have the Xbox 360. This is
Wait,
like the fucking Alan the God. This is the fucking Alan the Annihilator of fucking consoles. This is the one that a lot of people really loved and adored. I don't know about you, Patrice. So like, where would you put this one?
the Alan, what?
Fuck you. It's a simile, I guess.
Uh, I have no idea.
You know
I'll
you
put that. I don't know.
wait. You don't know the Xbox 360,
Oh, the Xbox 360.
bro?
I thought you were talking about something else.
No, the Xbox 360, dude. God damn.
I think I've been on too much gas. So the Xbox 360, one of the best
Hmm.
consoles. I gotta love.
Yeah,
I mean, in this console really give me a little bit respect to Microsoft.
a little bit. Yeah. What tier
So
would you
I'll
put it?
A tier,
A tier,
definitely.
got you. Most definitely. Let me just put
I
it
mean, I
in.
don't care the graphics is crap and
Hmm.
all that, but at least it was great.
Yeah.
Was really give a lot of people nostalgia, of
Hmm.
course.
Yeah, I'd put it in the exact same spot. I'd put it in the A tier. I had the Xbox 360. Loved. There were a lot of really really good games that came out on there. The GTA 4 came on there. GTA 5 came out on there. A lot of Call of Duty games. I don't play Call of Duty, but I know a lot of people like it. So Call of Duty came out on there. Fucking Johnny. Yeah, there was a lot of good games on there. It was like kind of like the PS3. It kind of like took what the PS3 was trying to do and it actually stopped being a bitch and like it actually did it right. The PS3 and the 360 are both trying to do the same thing in my eyes. And then you could see Xbox 360 actually like doing it right, and it had a lot of better specs too. That's another thing than the PS3. So something that's really confusing is like how there's the original Xbox, and then there's the Xbox One, which is like actually the third Xbox, and it really fucks my head. But next we have the Xbox One. So where would you put the Xbox One?
All right. The Xbox One was a meh. I'll
Meh.
put that thing in the B tier, of course,
Okay.
because it was okay, but it's not as good as the Xbox 6,
Yeah.
of course.
Yeah. The Xbox 360 for me. Again, one of the full HD installments. So it took like things like GTA, Call of Duty, Battlefield games, other older games too, and it really amped up the graphics a lot. The controller of the Xbox One was designed, in my eyes, really well. I would probably put I would probably put the Xbox One. It's like just below how like the PS4 was. They were both doing the same thing, but it's not up there with the PS4. And I actually have an Xbox One, so I know. But yeah, that's probably where I'd put that. I'd probably put the Xbox One in the B tier, like Patrice has. And then yeah, that's where I'd put that. So then we got the One S, the Xbox One S. This was the next Xbox that came out by Microsoft and Xbox. For me, the One S was pretty good. It's like it wasn't like too much of an upgrade. I'd probably have to put it in the B tier. Only because like the only thing it really improved on was like graphics and storage, and the fact that you didn't have to have like an annoying ass disc for a game. Like you can just buy it and download it. You could just buy it and download it, which is really cool. Again, but the tech support on the One S is some of the most phenomenally terrible tech support I've ever seen in a fucking console. Like if you had a problem with your console, Microsoft would just say fuck you. It would abandon you like your father. So yeah, I'd probably put that in the B tier. It wasn't like the biggest improvement in the world in comparison to the original Xbox One. Especially in comparison to the One X, which we'll get into later. But where would you put the One S, Patrice?
All right. I'll most likely put the One S on I guess, the B tier again.
Mm-hmm.
Where me and the B.
Yeah, you have like all your games in the B tier. It's funny.
Yeah. Even though I don't even care about Xbox that much.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're people either like on the PlayStation side or the Xbox side. It kind of depends.
Just don't care about the console.
Yeah. So then we got the One X. This came out at the same time as the One S did, and it literally just had better specs. Like it was a little more expensive. Like the One S was like the more affordable version. And to be completely honest, I would still put it in the B tier. To be completely real with you. Let me just shrink that. I mean, while the specs were a little better than the One S, it wasn't all that great. Like it wasn't the most impressive thing in the whole entire world. So yeah, I'd probably put that there. Didn't really improve on much. The user interface in all of these Microsoft products is so terrible. Like the UI and everything. Like it literally makes me want to throw up on my fucking screen. So where would you put the One X, Patrice?
Uh, like I said, I don't even care about Xbox. I will put that thing into the B tier.
Gotcha.
So I don't have to get no death threat. So
Okay. See. So then we have the Xbox Series X, the fucking also known as the Chode fridge. So the Series X came out around the same time as the PS5, known for a lot of steaming. Me probably put the Series X in the C tier. Um, kind of failed. Kind of failed a lot. It literally looks like a fucking fridge. It looks like a Minecraft cock. Um, where would you put this? I assume you're gonna put this in the B tier, but just in case.
yeah,
Yeah.
yes.
Okay.
Um, Xbox fan gonna be hating.
Yeah. Um, okay. So then we have the Nintendo 64, the esteemed
Oh,
classic
finally.
console. Yeah. Finally, we get to the juicy good shit. Right off the bat, I'm putting this in the S tier, way up there. This is a fucking godly ass console. One of the best classic consoles out there. I actually have one. It doesn't work because, like, I don't know, you have to like plug it in a
I
million
remember
times.
playing South Park on my 64.
Yeah, dude, you had all the fucking you had all the Tony Hawk skater games. You had that Army Man game. You had all those war games. There was a lot of good shit on there. I'm gonna wait for Patrice to like not die. Okay, there. There were a lot of like
Like,
there.
like I agree with you.
Yeah.
S tier,
Hmm.
of course. I'll
Yeah.
put that in the S tier.
Yeah, I honestly like I don't know, like obviously I don't know every single game that came out on the Nintendo 64, but I mean you had the army battling game. There was there's some racing games. I wasn't really into racing games, but there were a lot of good games on there that came out. And the Nintendo 64 is just the classic console. Love it, love it. So then we got the
I re-
Switch.
even though the graphics are not that great, but it's still good.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. So then next we have the Nintendo Switch. Um, what where would you put the Nintendo Switch? Oh,
Well, I will most likely put the Nintendo Switch on. I guess it seems like I will most likely put it in the C tier.
okay. I thought you liked the
Yeah.
Nintendo Switch. You just don't
I
like that whole
mean, yeah,
online.
yeah, the whole online, of
Yeah,
course. And
yeah,
also like the Joy-Con drift.
yeah. So yeah, the whole thing with Nintendo is Nintendo does not give two shits about their fans or supporters or consumers or customers. Like if
Wait, I mean they do. Like all you have to do is like send your Joy-Con to them and they will fix it.
I mean, yeah, they'll fix it for you. But as far as like uh,
But, but they
online.
don't even, yeah, they don't even like care about what you guys want or all that.
Yeah, like as far as like online goes, a lot of copyright music stuff goes. The Nintendo Switch is the fucking Karen of all consoles. I don't think it's a bad console. I think it's a bit overrated. I know there's Smash. That's kind of it. Um, so yeah, I don't know. I'd probably put that there. It's like it's not the best thing ever. Um,
Or should I say Pokemon?
yeah, there's also a lot of Pokemon games too. So then, this is another classic in my opinion. We got the original Wii.
Oh,
This one pleases Patrice a lot. Yeah, I'd put the original Wii in the S tier. That has to go in up in the S tier for me, most definitely. Um, Godly ass console. You like literally, it's like you give them a few dollars of your money, and they give you hours of endless fun and entertainment. You can play with friends. You can play with the fam if you want. Love a lot of the games that came with it that were actually made by Wii. You got Wii Sports Resort, but you also had other things like Mario Kart, Crash Bandicoot. There was even some like Madden games on there. There was a lot of good games, and I love the Wii. I love the whole me thing. That was just a classic for me. So where would you put the Wii?
All right. Like you said, S tier. I gotta go with the S tier, man.
Gotcha.
Like when I was young, I was I was wanting a Wii.
Mm-hmm.
So my mom decided to take me to Best Buy and we brought the Wii.
Mm-hmm.
And later my dumbass self decided to not want the Wii.
Bruh. Yeah.
So yeah. Thank goodness that we got another Wii last year.
Yeah. I had one growing up. A lot of
Yeah.
classic memories with that. So then we got the Wii U.
What sucks about it is that you cannot connect your mother Wi-Fi, of
Oh
course.
yeah, true. Um,
Yeah.
so
But
then we got.
at least it still works. That's the good thing.
Mm-hmm. Um, so next we have the Wii U. People might hate on me for this. I'd probably put this in like the D tier. Like for me, there was like this came out around when there was things like the Nintendo DS. It's even around nowadays too. Um, for me, it wasn't that impressive. You know, there was a lot of new installments of the Mario Kart series, which I thought were cool. But I just feel like this was a little overhyped. I don't think it's like the best thing in the world. I don't know about other people because I mean I didn't have one. I've used one before. I know people who've had one themselves. But what are your thoughts on the Nintendo or sorry the Wii U?
I would put it in the B tier because at least it has a free online that other than the Switch, of
True,
course.
true. It does have the free online stuff, which is good. Um,
Yeah. Also, it feel at least the Wii U actually improved much better than how the Switch was.
yeah, true. Yeah, the Switch is kind of, eh. Um, so then we got oh, I fucked up. So then we got the Nintendo 2DS. We'll also have the 3DS in here in a little bit. But we got the 2DS, the original Nintendo DS. This was the thing that was popular when I was growing
Yeah.
around like
Um,
second grade, first grade.
so to be honest, I used to have a DS, but right now I have a 3DS.
Mm-hmm.
DS was a classic. I
Yeah,
really love the DS.
yeah, definitely. Um, I never
But
owned one.
yeah, I never have a Pokemon game on my DS.
Yeah,
But except now that I got platinum, but suddenly it was a Chinese knockoff.
dude. Yeah, I've never owned a DS, but I've played with other people's DSs. I love the DS. It's a classic. It's not like up there with
Yeah.
the S tier, but
Oh
at
yeah.
least in my opinion. But where would you put it?
I would put it yes tier, but I forgot that I also like play Pokemon Black 2 and White 2, which were pretty good
Hmm.
and they are pretty real,
Yeah.
unlike them like that.
So
I
you
mean, I
say
really yeah, I really love Pokemon Platinum, but
yeah. So you say
I
the S
just
tier?
yeah, I
Okay.
just realized it was fake.
Yeah. So then after that, we have the 3DS. This was the one that was like causing a bunch of motherfuckers to like throw up and get hella sick because it was all like 3D. Um,
Yeah.
Me personally, I would like I didn't really give a shit about the 3D. This kind of was just a for me. This was just kind of like a clone of the regular DS. Um,
But in 3D and
yeah,
all
but
of that.
in three yeah, all the 3D stuff. Like me personally, I could give two shits about the 3D. It was just more expensive, and it had like everything else that the 2DS had. So I'd probably put it in the C tier. What about you?
I would put in the B tier because at least the 3DS does a little better than how the Switch was.
Yeah, true. That's true.
Yeah, it can carry a lot of data and games, of course.
Hmm. Yeah, I feel like Nintendo's going on like a downward slope right now. Um,
Yeah.
so then we got the Sega Dreamcast. What do you know the Sega Dreamcast?
Yes, now I know.
Oh, now you know. Where would you put it?
I guess I'll put it in the B tier.
Okay, your B tier is getting fucking full. Hold on,
Yeah,
let me put
I
this like that. Um. Okay. There's. Okay, actually, no. I'll put this over here. Okay. So what are your thoughts on the Dreamcast? Do you have anything to say about it or what?
mean, it's Sega. At least Sega is doing something.
Yeah. Yeah. Um. I like the Dreamcast. It wasn't amazing. It wasn't the best thing ever, but it was definitely good. I would probably put it in my B tier. For me, that's probably where I'd put that is my B tier. Um, let's see there. So then we have the Atari, the original Atari video computer system. One of the first gaming consoles. Like it wasn't the first, but it was one of the first gaming consoles. I would have to put my Atari in the A tier. Just my opinion. What about you, Patrice?
S tier
S
because it
tier.
started all the games
Yeah,
consoles.
yeah. It started a lot of gaming. It influenced a lot of other gaming franchises. It was one of the first consoles. You had a lot of really classic games on there, Breakout, things like that. So yeah, there was it was a huge inspiration to a lot of other gaming consoles. And I could still if I had one, which I don't, I could play that shit for hours and be entertained. That was a classic. So then lastly, this is our last one. We have the Dig. The Dig. Do you know what the Dig is, Patrice?
No.
You don't know what the Dig? Okay, so I'll just go like that. So for me, I had a Dig when I was younger. The Dig was like the fucking learning, fucking leapfrog, fucking doing math version of the Nintendo
Oh,
DS.
so it's like that leapfrog thing?
No, it wasn't leapfrog, but it was like that, yeah. So basically, I on one side of me wants to put this in the S tier, but the other side of me wants to put it in the fucking F tier because the games themselves, right? The games that they put on it were so fun. The games were awesome. They were the most entertaining games I've ever played. But then they ruined them by making you do fucking math problems and fucking English problems in between everything. You know what, Patrice? And it was these games are so awesome, but then you have to do all this fucking division and multiplication and all this English history questions, science questions, and it's you ruined it. You ruined it. So I honestly,
We should give Gosher that game.
yeah. So honestly, I would say that if there wasn't math in this, it would be a solid S tier. It would be a solid S tier. But I'm gonna have to put it in the B tier because of just all the learning stuff. I get it. It's good for your brain. It's good for learning. It motivates kids to learn by playing video games. I get it. I'm not saying it's a bad
Yeah, what's
thing.
the point with? I should realize what's the point with school if you got like this device?
Exactly. Replace school with the Dig. I think they're decommissioned now, but basically, I'm saying it's not a bad thing that you had to there was a learning thing. I just think maybe put some shittier games on it and put the good games somewhere else. Because I just personally didn't enjoy it because of that. So yeah. I guess that is all of
Yeah.
the games on here. God damn. So yeah. Patrice's lowest placement is the Nintendo Switch in the C tier. My lowest placement is the PS3 in the E tier. Then there's the Wii U in the D tier. Up in my S tier, I got the KF console, of course, the Nintendo 64 and the Wii, the original Wii. Patrice has the same ones along with the 2DS and the Atari. His fucking B tier is packed like fucking Johnny's colon. So yeah, there's all that. That is our console tier list. Let us know your opinions in the comments. Let us know your disagreements, your agreements. If you want to kill me for putting the PS3 in the E tier, please express it in the comments kindly. Yeah. So
Yeah. Also, by the way, we can just give you a shout out to make you cheer you up.
exactly, logic. Um, so yeah, hope you enjoyed the video. Leave a like. Put on the post notifications. I mean, yeah, post notification, and then subscribe too. That's a good one. This channel has 61 subscribers as of today, so we need some more, man. So yeah, that's our console tier list. Originally I was gonna edit this down, but I think I'm just gonna put the uncut version of this up because I don't give a shit. If it's
Yeah.
boring,
I
fuck
mean,
you.
if it doesn't work, I guess my channel can be available.
Oh yeah, yeah, right. That was another thing. So we actually we have done this exact tier list before. We made a video on it. We had like a different background, but it was basically the same thing. And
Yeah,
the file, the video file, just decided to corrupt itself or some shit.
yeah.
So it wouldn't play. It wouldn't upload to YouTube or anything. So that's my bad. Or my computer's bad, I guess. But hopefully, this video does fine because all the other videos I've been doing recently have been okay. So I think it'll be okay. I think it'll be good. I'll just upload this as soon as I'm done recording, I guess. Because fuck editing, I don't feel like spending all day on it. And thank you everyone for watching. Johnny likes men. Yes, he does.
Oh yeah, Justin has a erection and Johnny have Justin have a reaction and a erection.
Indeed. Goodbye, everybody.